Welcome in, everyone. Yes, the day has come. Day has come. New model. Yeah. Start here. So, I want to zoom in a little bit more. I want to zoom all the way up. Yeah, get up all up in your face. That's right. That's right. So, first, yeah. So, there's a bunch of different hair strands on different layers. Something like couple hundred layers to this work. Which, by the way, it's a flat image. Those unfamiliar with VTuber models, this is a flat image. That's right. So, all these individual hair strands have their own physics applied to them, own separate physics. So, some of them will actually fall back to equilibrium at a different rate than others. Like the one, even all the way up in the back. Like there's some physics even in some of the back hairs. Obviously, they don't move as much, but it helps to sell the illusion, right? Because if you, uh, there's a reason why I never brought my other model up this close like this, because it was very cheap. It was very cheap. There wasn't really much to show. Like, you could see all the shortcuts when you do that. But this one has a lot going on to it. Yeah, look at that hair. The hair took like 3 days. What you see here took like 3 days to rig. Just to rig it. Just rigging it took 3 days. And then of course I've got the so let's actually look at some of the jewelry first. Got some of these gold bands, they actually shimmer. They shimmer like the tattoo. And so see as I rotate this thing. Yeah. And as I raise my eyebrows, there's skin weights applied. So the tattoo stretches. Yeah. Same thing here. Like, if you were to smile, when you smile big and the eyes kind of squint as well. It's called an eye smile. See, it's how it stretches up. I'm going to do that. See those earrings kind of flying around? Yeah. They got physics applied to them. They'll swing around and then settle back to equilibrium. Same thing with the chain on the right ear. It's got physics as well. And then we actually have nostrils on this nose. Now, I can't turn my head too much, otherwise the camera loses track, but as you can see, now a lot of VTuber models, they'll have a little button nose or just a simple little triangle. And the reason for that is because it's easier to stretch and manipulate for rotation. But we've got a more three-dimensional look to the nose, a more realistic nose. And when I zoom in up real close like this, you can see even brush strokes. And then we've got my mouth here and how the beard and mustache stretches around as I'm speaking, right? Which is what you would expect, right? That actually didn't take too long, surprisingly. It was all the individual hairs and all the physics and stuff is what took all the time, a lot of the time. Yeah. Oh, something else to notice. See how, look at this tattoo here? And I'm going to turn my head. And as I turn my head, part of the tattoo disappears. It gets hidden behind the other side of the face as you turn your head. Same thing with that one earring. It kind of disappears because it's behind. Yep. I had shown this in the teaser, how the beard has its physics as well. And then also, something that you never see because there's a reason why VTuber models have like long necks, really long necks, is because they want to be able to move the head without affecting anything else. But then if you have something like this where you've got like a coat or something, you expect it to move, because when you turn your head, you expect the collar and the shirt to kind of stretch and move as you turn your head. This model does that as well. That's really all about I have to show, aside from really zooming in. So the eyes have a little bit of a jiggle when I blink. Sometimes the camera doesn't really catch me blinking very well. I have to take my glasses off for it to work better. But yeah. What do you think? Hey, Ronsum, welcome in. How are you this morning? Morning for you, yes. Hey, yo. Just woke up, still in bed. Good morning. Good morning. You're like, wow, I must still be sleepy. Valin looks different. It's all 2D. And then the beard and mustache moving with the mouth. Also, yeah, my partner had looked for like existing like teeth models, like mouth models, and there was one for sale for like $20. She's looking at going like, I could do better than that. So this was all done. Every bit of this was drawn from scratch. Everything you see here was drawn from scratch. Like I zoom in, you can see the brush strokes. Even a lot of subtle things. Like there's a lot of subtle things in here too that things you might not necessarily pick up on, but the subconscious brain would pick up on and say, "Oh, that's not right." So, like for example, you could see like the hairs moving, like the strands have physics. Even some of the back strands have some physics applied. You don't see it as nearly as much. You have to, if you really look for it, you can see it. But things like that help to sell the illusion, because if it doesn't move, then your brain picks up on it and says, "Oh, that's not right." So things like just that the beard moving, just, even in the back of the beard, just moving just a little bit. The tongue moves ever so slightly as well for different like vowel sounds and such. So it's just little things, just little things. This chain here has physics. It's not going to move as much, obviously, because it's kind of tied down, but it swings a little bit. Now, of course, the clamp ring isn't going to move, but like anything dangling is going to move. See, those have a swing to it. Cool shit, huh? Cool shit. And then also showing this. Watch the collar. The collar is deforming and stretching as I turn my head. Something that there's a lot of stuff here that I've never seen in a VTuber model. Like the idea of the collar moving a little bit with the head, never seen it. I've never seen that. I've never seen like a beard. Like granted, usually it's dominated by female avatars, so very rarely will a woman have a beard on. Very rarely. So that doesn't surprise me, but the point is I've never seen it, right? It's a feature I've never seen, even if there's a reason I've never seen it. So lots of new ways to do things. Lots of new ways to do things. And even so, this is my partner's first model. She had never done this before. And even afterwards, like even though we both acknowledge, yeah, this, we both agree this looks fantastic. There's things she could have done better. Like a lot of it comes down to the setup. A lot of it comes down to the setup, how you set things up can make things easier for you down the line. She actually does want to do a version 1.5 of this. The rig work is really great. Yes, and there's still things to learn. Like she had some really advanced stuff. Like you see how the tattoo kind of disappears as I rotate my head. That's an advanced technique. That took like a couple of weeks to figure out. Like she had to go back and rewatch tutorials and find other tutorials. And she finally found somebody who had done something like that but didn't use it the same way. So she had to, and she finally found something to do that with. So yeah, this was a lot. This was a lot. Part of the reason why it took so long. But it was her first time doing this, and she had a lot of lessons learned. Like there's a lot of things that she could have done earlier on that would have made things less painful later on. Would have made things easier. A lot of things that she would do differently, just different techniques, different processes to do better. And she does want to do a version 1.5 of this because the mouth rigging is still basic. We do want to use a V-bridger for better rigging work. But that's another advanced technique that's optional. So she does want to go back and do that in addition to making few other things, other fixes, completions. Like there's a reason I'm only showing you like the bust, like here up, because there's no arms or legs. It's technically not, it's supposed to be a full body model, but it's not actually done yet. So that will come in due time. But I've encouraged her to start doing some other stuff, get some other projects going, start putting your name out there as a creator. We can always loop back and I was even saying it could be fine for a couple of years. She's like, no, I could jump in sooner. Also, another thing is like toggles. I have no toggles on this model right now. Because you may see happy toggles, sad toggles, things of that nature. I have very little room for configuration on this, so all the neat toggles you would see have to be programmed in at the Live 2D level, at the model level. So we don't have that at the moment. But this allows me for at least reestablish myself, new branding, everything. Also, I've gone ahead and set this up so that I can swap back and forth easily. So this is actually my my basically just chatting form. And when I go to gaming, I'll switch over here, stick myself in the corner. But yeah, I'm very, very happy with how it turned out. Very happy.